After playing ESPN NFL 2K5 for over 20 years now, I have found myself again searching for the perfect sliders, penalty settings, and auto-substitution thresholds. To my surprise, my search in 2025 has led me to a blog post that was published less than a month and a half after the video game's release. On August 30th, 2004, a blogger named Bill Harris used his blog Dubious Quality to share with us what could be the best sliders I've ever used. How his settings eluded me for all these years is a mystery. Heck, maybe I have used these settings before and just don't remember them and didn't save them. I mean, I've been playing 2K5 for almost a quarter of a century, but here they are, and they're excellent. After playing thousands of hours of this game, a refreshing breath of fresh air is again injected into the gameplay. Without further ado, I'm going to share my findings. After you try them, please come back and share your experience in the comments. If you'd prefer these settings in text form, look in the description. You can also find a link to a video of me comparing one half of gameplay, comparing default Legend Slider gameplay difficulty with the masterpiece Mr. Bill Harris made. If you're someone as experienced as I am with this game, and experienced may be a huge understatement, I think you'll really get a kick out of playing with these gameplay sliders, penalty settings, and auto-substitution thresholds. Blocking human 16, CPU 40, passing human 0, CPU 40, running human 16, CPU 40, catching human 40, CPU 40, coverage human 4, CPU 28, pursuit human 4th, CPU 10th, tackling human 0, CPU 8th, kicking human 0, CPU 40, fatigue human 4, CPU 4, injury 20, fumbles 28, interceptions. Set all of your penalty settings to maximum, then make the following adjustments. Offensive holding, 32. Clipping, 24. Roughing the kicker, 32. Ineligible receiver downfield, 32. In your game plan options, set substitution in and substitution out thresholds as follows. Out, 60%. In, 85%. The only adjustment I've made to Bill's settings has been to the automatic fatigue substitution out and automatic substitution in thresholds for players. I'd more prefer to substitute them out at 70% and substitute them in at 90%. Doing this, in my opinion, keeps players in the game, who may not be as highly rated as the starters, but have the energy to hit a home run, so to speak. This is especially helpful at skill positions like running back and wide receiver. What isn't discussed in this blog post, recommended settings for quarter length, sim quarter length, and game speed. Personally, I play 6-minute quarters at normal game speed. I can get a lot of snaps in because of how quickly I call plays. I've also come to face the reality of defensive stats, especially tackles, will never be realistic for human-controlled teams. If you're playing franchise and want to get a defensive player into the Pro Bowl, you'd better rack up sacks and interceptions. Being a tackling machine while simulating realistic scores and offensive yardage output is simply not possible. For sim quarter length, I find that 7 minutes is okay. If I can remember, I try to adjust the sim quarter length at mid-season based on how realistic and competitive the CPU stats are looking. I haven't had a functional Xbox console in almost 5 years. Since the release of 2005, I'd estimate I have burned up at least 5 Xbox consoles because of the lack of in-game saving in NFL 2005. The lack of there being no sleep or suspend feature for the console didn't help either. Sometimes I'd need to step away during a game, planning to return in a reasonable amount of time, only to leave the console running and disc spinning for days and even weeks. Nowadays, I'm playing ESPN NFL 2K5 on my PC using the PCSX2 emulator and a ROM copy of the game. At the time of this video being published, I'm playing on a budget PC build that includes a Dell Optiplex 3010 using a Pentium i5 of some iteration, 16GB RAM, an EVGA GT 1030 low profile 2GB DDR5 GPU, and a 512GB SSD. My current controller is an EasySMX X05 Bluetooth/2.4 GHz in the color green. All the links to this stuff is in the description as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Long live ESPN NFL 2K5. If you've enjoyed this video or found any of it useful, I would greatly appreciate if you hit the like button and considered subscribing to the channel. Check my playlists for other video games I've chronicled my journeys with.
John Carney kicking off for the Saints. It's time for Saints.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Carney kicks it, and we are underway. Looker fields the opening kickoff at the 15. The Saints have it. The 30, dragged down at the 23.
See, Grant didn't panic when the ball got loose, and that was why he was able to reel it back in the boat.
The Saints have an extremely short field ahead of them as they will start this drive at the 23-yard line. McAllister gains 8 yards, and that brings up second down.
McAllister was assisted on that play by some great blocking that opened up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have been toast.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Smith takes it across the line and lowers his shoulder for the first. First down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Well, I bet we see the pass here, right to his go-to receiver.
Kennedy sacks him back at the 5.
The Rams had the numbers on their side and sent a 5-man rush in to dismantle the O-line and sack the general.
They forced this play backwards, but it's not going to make too much of a difference.
Only second down, still a lot of options available.
Ball at the 5.
No one in front of him. Touchdown!
Aaron Brooks decided at the last moment to scramble back there, and it worked out.
Peter, he'll add a touchdown to his stats, and he has to be very happy with that.
You bet. Big play, my friend.
It's good.
It's good.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney kicks it off. Looker fields the kickoff at the 15. Stop at the 31.
Dane Looker could have really done some damage off that less-than-stellar kick, but his run back is only so-so.
The Rams get their offense on the field and will start this drive at the 31-yard line. Paul takes it off the toss and gets forced out past the markers.
Orlando Ruff was on the ball carrier way too late. He let him get the first and plenty more before he pushed him out.
Bolger fires this one over the middle, and it's complete at the 43.
Brandon Manamalayuna took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down. Bruce grabs the rope right side and is well past the markers for a first down.
18-yard line.
Furry goes in motion. Takes it for his second carry and maybe picks up one on the play.
Second and 8. Ball at the 17.
Down. Set. Check man. 47. 47.
Manamalayuna catches the bullet out left, and that's a touchdown.
Brandon Manamalayuna had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
It's good.
Yeah. Hey, get this thing on me, okay.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
That's good work out there, man.
All right, yeah.
The Saints had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. McAllister carries it off the toss and takes it upfield. Breaks free. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 44. That will bring up first down.
Bruce McAllister turned in a big play on that last one. Thanks mostly to that great stiff arm.
How much strength do you need to pull away from a great pursuer like that, Peter?
Plenty. And good leverage, too. That's a great matchup there.
Smith gets the call on first down and picks up 8 yards on the play. Brooks airs this one to the left sideline. The catch is made at the 12.
Kevin Garrett was on the ball carrier way too late. He let him get the first and plenty more before he pushed him out.
They can't pin him down on 2nd and long, and now it's 1st and 10.
Very disappointing execution by this defense.
One man to beat, and touchdown!
Aaron Brooks had his back against the wall on that play and called his own number. Great run.
That was his second rushing touchdown of the day. Not a bad day at the office so far.
That's typical production for him, Dan. He's that kind of player.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Carney kicks this one away. Looker catches it back at the 9. Tackled at the 30.
Dane Looker was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Rams will start this first play of the drive at their own 30-yard line. Bolger rifles this one hard over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the Rams, 49-yard line.
4 receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
Gets the ball and searches for a hole.
Second and 6. Ball at the 47.
Paul gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up third down.
Marshall Faulk did a great stop and start move back there that completely juked his tackle. Got him a few extra yards, too.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make third down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Paul carries it for a third time in a row, and
no first, baby, no first.
First down, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby, that's how we get it.
First and
well,
10.
look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Paul carries it for the 4th straight time and gains about 3 yards.
Okay, Bucky Jones with the tackle.
Larry.
Down. Set. Brown, 22.
Paul will get the carry on 2nd down and gains about 3 yards.
Mark Bolger threw a nice pass past the coverage and got the completion. Tough throw, but an accurate throw.
Another completion, and that will be 5 in a row.
Nice little streak.
First down with the tight end right. Bruce goes in motion. Bruce catches it over the middle as he's looking for room.
Isaac Bruce had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Watch the pass.
Bolger throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught with room to run. And he's in for the touchdown.
Marshall Faulk knew the yardage fairy wasn't going to move the football for him, so he powered ahead for more after making the catch. Love to see that kind of effort.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
The penalty is
And I think
declined.
he's a guy you
The
can
score
count on to
is
make
good.
those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for
That's
himself,
the end of the
and he
first
usually
quarter.
meets it.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1, and we're all tied.
Stockton. Life strategies and mind tricks, math